Hello, all you coin collectors out there, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today, Canadian 1-cent coins from 1953 to 2011. And of course, we can see the first one here right in the middle. That's the 1953. In 1953, the first Queen Elizabeth II Canadian penny came out. We'll go to the 53 cent and go from there. It says 1 cent across the top. It has a maple sprig. Says 1953 here in Canada here. And then if we get way over on the side, we see KG for George Kruger Gray, who engraved this coin. If we flip it over, we see that it has the first portrait of Queen Elizabeth on it. And this is the 27-year-old Queen Elizabeth. It is a engraving by Mary Gillick, and it has been retouched by Thomas Shingles. Elizabeth II, Dea Gratia, by the grace of God, Regina, or Queen. And so this coin here was out from 1953 until 1964. The next coin we'll look at is the 1965. So the 65, you can see it, same thing, 1 cent, 65, all the same, the Kruger Gray on it. 65, they went to the second portrait, the 39-year-old Queen, and she's wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. And again, it just says Elizabeth II here in DG rather than Dea Gratia, by the grace of God, Regina. Just put the initials of the word here rather than the whole word. So this is the 65 version. The next version to come out was the 1967 version, and this is a pretty famous Canadian penny. It has a rock dove on it, and this is the Confederation commemorative coin, but it's a circulating commemorative, so they made a bunch of them. They made 345 million of these, so there's plenty of them out there. Again, it's a bronze coin. If you look down here, you see it says 1867 to 1967. Has a beaded rim. If you look to this one, again, we have a beaded rim. And then way back here, we see we have the denticles. And that's something we want to look at going forward. So we have the denticles, or the lines coming out. We have the beads here, starting in 65. 67, we have the beaded rim. And again, the second portrait. This is the Arnold Machen portrait. Next, we have the 1981 Canadian penny. And this one again has the Arnold Machen portrait on it, but in 1981 they made what they call the light cent. And this coin is actually almost all copper. It wasn't a very deep imprint, and you see it still has the beads here. And so the 1981 is collectible simply because in 1980 and 81 they made these coins were a little different. They went from a 3.24 gram to a 2.8 gram in 1980 and 81, and this is almost all copper. You can see also a difference when they go to 1982. And you can see a couple differences on here between the 81 and the 82. First off, this one isn't round anymore. In 1982, they went to a dodecagonal, or 12-sided 1 penny coin. And again, same Arnold Machen portrait on the front. You also see they went from the denticles in 80 and 81 to the beads again. And then, of course, the dodecagonal shape. And you can see the 12 sides if we hold it up just about right, like that. After 1982, the 1990 version was again dodecagonal, but it had the newest portrait of the Queen on it. Here's the 1981, not dodecagonal. Here's the 1982 dodecagonal, but we changed the portrait to the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, and this is the Dora de Pettery Hunt portrait, the third portrait dodecagonal, and this was from 1990 to 1996. They threw one in the middle, though, in 1992, and the one that they threw in the middle was the Confederation coin, the 1867 to 1992 dodecagonal Confederation coin, again with the Dora de Pettery Hunt portrait on it. After that, the next change was in 1997 when they went to the round coin again with this wide beaded interior. So rather than having this kind of little space here, they went to more space between the beads, and this is the 1997 version. In 2002, they came out with another commemorative coin, and this is the 50th anniversary of the Queen coin. Golden Jubilee is a non-magnetic coin, and it says 1952 to 2002 on it. Again, this third portrait, and again the back's the same, but it's not really the same because you notice until now the back had the date on every single one of these Queen Elizabeth II pennies, and then this one you can tell this one because all the dates are on the front, the 52 to 2002. Next we have the 2003. In 2003, things got even weirder, if that's possible. In 2003, they also produced another 2003 coin, and it had the fourth portrait on it. These are both 2003 coins. Let's look at that one more time. 2003, third portrait. 2003, fourth portrait. And so they kind of overlapped. And these both have a P on the bottom of them. And the P on the bottom means something, and that is, it means that they are magnetic. And I just brought my magnet in and pulled them both up. It means they are a copper-plated steel rather than the bronze coins. So this is the 2003 versions. 2004, and this I have a really messy one here. In 2004, they came out with the same coin, the new image coin, and this one has a P on it, this one doesn't. And so in 2004, there's a magnetic and a non-magnetic, and this one here, of course, will come right up on the magnet because it has the P on it. And so 2004, they had the fourth portrait on both, but they had a magnetic with a P on it and a non-magnetic, and they also had a W that came out that year, and I don't have the W here. 2006, we went back to these coins, and I'll show you something different they did in 2006, and that is they went from the non-P, non-nothing down here in 2006 to a logo of the Royal Canadian Mint. So in 2006, we started seeing this on the coins, and that's a Royal Canadian Mint logo. And so again, these are 2006 with the logo, 2006 without. And then finally I have the 2011, and this was the penultimate year. They stopped making Canadian pennies in 2012. And so you don't see the 1-cent coins anymore. I guess they round up or round down, I don't know how they do it, to the Canadian 5-cent coin. So that's the last of them. Again, we have the logo, which carried through. And hopefully you had a great time watching this video. And good luck collecting coins out there from DC Coin World International Coin Channel.